Today I wanted to speak something about something I have spoken about many times before, or several times before, and that's about gathering feedback from our environment around us, the people around us, that it can help give us awareness about some of the things that we may want to change or work on within ourselves. And ultimately, the reason why we may want to do that is because when we become more aware, we're able to gather a deeper level of contrast, or in other words, a deeper level of understanding about what it is that is currently going on for us right now, and that may potentially be stopping us from creating something differently or something better, or whatever it is that we might be steering ourselves toward. So either looking at a contrast towards what we want more of or what we want less of. And when we really understand, and this is a continual evolving process of understanding about the depths of how much we as an energy, as a vibration, magnetize what it is that we create within our reality. And so when we can really start to grasp those concepts of that fundamental, we can start to become even more and more specific, more optimal in how we think and how we go about creating the life that we choose. And so what brings this discussion about was over the festive season, obviously you're interacting with a lot of different people. And when we do that, we are breaking away from the habitual patterns of who we see on a day-to-day basis based off our routines of whether going, out to the workplace, going to the supermarket, going to the gym, all those generic kind of people that we may come across. And when we are in a holiday kind of situation, we're going to bump into different people that we wouldn't have on a general day-to-day basis. And it's a really great way to gather feedback because, again, I'm mentioning before about how we attract into our lives what we are vibrating. We are able to understand that we're attracting that, right? So then when we interacting, mingling, associating with different people, we're able to look at that look at that feedback. Like, okay, so this is what this person is vibrating to me, or this is what this person is saying to me. What is it about me that is attracting that? And like, this is a hugely complex discussion, but I just wanted to highlight it so it brings to your awareness, because when we have awareness, it gives us more choices about where we want to steer ourselves towards the future. And so, as I mentioned before, this conversation comes about with a new awareness, a new enlightenment, a new evolvement of my own personal awareness about what I am attracting and what I thought that I had dealt with. Done a lot of therapy, a lot of personal development, if you will, and working on a lot of areas of my life over the recent 5 or so years. But bumping into a few different situations over the holidays made me stirred up some things that I thought I had dealt with, but also stirred up some things that I did not believe that I was capable of attracting. But what we cannot consciously interpret is those really deep programs that still are processing and evolving as we do this personal development and awareness and conscious level changes through our intentional thoughts. And so, without going into too much detail, there were a couple of interactions that I had over the season that really made me stop and reflect and ask myself some really pertinent and valuable questions. When we ask ourselves questions, we are able to effectively make space within our thought processes, within the energy around us, to not only give us answers to kind of like the problems, I guess, but also give us solutions. And so I was able to ask myself some really valuable questions that allowed me to take a really big step back and see, really highlight what is important for me in my life, which I already thought that I had grounded, but this has emphasized it even more, and how it has revealed even more truth about me as a being, about more truth about how much we are so conditioned to have results, to work, to do, to create some idealism of success, and how much that was really conflicting within my own being. And so this experience over the holidays has just really condensed and guided me towards really focusing more and more about revealing more of myself, and therefore helping you to reveal more of yourself, because it's not what we do that creates success. It's not what we do that's going to give us a life of fulfillment. It's who we become and who we are. And the more and more we're able to reveal ourselves, the true version of ourselves, the more we're going to be more playful and more happy, more curious, more creative and more explorative. Think back to when we were a child and we were carefree and just doing whatever it was, and it wasn't until 10 to 12 years later that everything started to slow down and life begins to change as we begin to feel that pressure of judgment and external factors inside and outside. So if you gather some valuable insights from this discussion, from my own experiences, which I can plan to continue to share over this year coming up, I'm very excited about it. Reach out and connect, and we can have a deep dive into asking you some questions about where you might be feeling a little bit stuck, lost, trapped, just really like, I want something different. I know there's something different out there. I'm just not sure how to go about it. Reach out and connect. Let's chat, and let's have some really awesome questions fired at you.